Hey there everyone, welcome back to Code Projective and welcome to the world of software development. In this video, we will walk you through the process of creating a robust and scalable application using the powerful tech stack. Sorry. Our backend will be powered by a .NET framework, mainly .NET 7, and the front end will be developed using Angular, and our database will be powered by Microsoft SQL Server, that is MS SQL. So, let's not waste our time in talking. Let's dive into the development. So first, we need SSMS, that is, if you can find it here, that is SQL Server Management Studio. That will be our environment for development. Environment for database. So my version is 2018. You can download it from here. I will give it in the description. The link in the description. So this is the Microsoft official page for downloading SSMS, and the current version is 19.1. So you can download it from here. And then we need just open command prompt. CMD, I have already opened it. Let me close it down. And CMD, open it. Let's see what .NET version we have in our system. So .NET version. So yeah, we have .NET 7, the latest one as of now. And let's see what node version we have. It's 18.16.1. So yeah, this is the latest one for the node. And now we need one more thing. If you haven't installed Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio will be needed for the backend development. The whatever web APIs you are building, that will be required the Visual Studio IDE. So that link also will be given in the description. And I have already uploaded a video how you can install the Visual Studio. I'm not going into that deep right now. And for VS Code, this is needed for the Angular development, like the front end one. For the front end one, we need this, the VS Code. So I have already installed VS Code and Visual Studio itself. Everything will be given in the description, so don't worry about that. Yeah, now let's see we have Angular in our system or not. So ng version. If this command works, that means we have Angular. So ng is not recognized, so that means we don't have Angular. So for that, I think we need to go to node.js command prompt, and here npm, then install. This will be the command, npm install g @angular/cli, and it will install the Angular for us with the latest version. So yeah, I think we have installed something. Let us check with ng version. Analytics, it asking us for how many details. Okay, Angular IO, yes. Okay, so see, we have Angular CLI 16.1, that is the latest version of Angular. Then we have Node version of 18, that is the latest one for Node as well. So my front end part is done. Technically, I have installed everything, whichever is needed for the front end development. Now let's first we will start creating a front-end application and show you how it's working. Then we will create the back-end of that and integrate it with the front-end. So first, let us create a folder where our application should stay. Let me go to personal. No, let me go to official one. And here I will create a new folder that is, let's say, uh, employee application or app, employee app. And inside that, I need to create two separate folder that is employee app UI for UI part and employee app API for the backend part. And inside this, let us copy the whole path, go to our command prompt, type cd space. So command prompt is not okay, fine. So enter. Okay. So now I am in that particular uh, directory where our application is, where our UI application will be hosted. So yeah, here we need to write one command that is ng new. This will create a new Angular application for us. And then the name of the folder that would be, let's say, emp or employee app dot UI. Let's say this one is the name, and I'll hit enter. This will take some amount of time because we need to install it will install eventually the node modules for us, and it will take some time. So first we need to, would you like add Angular routing? Yeah, I need Angular routing. And would you like to format to which are style sheet format? Yeah, CSS would be good for me. And it will install the package, npm package, that is node modules. So let us wait for some time, it will create. So yeah, it's done. Now let us see what we have got as a package. So inside employee app UI, we have employee app.ui, and said that these are the things is getting installed. And now we need to go cd employee app UI or dot UI inside this directory, and then I have to write code, then space, then dot. So this is a shortcut for opening the VS Code in that particular directory. So I'll hit enter and you will see the VS Code will get invoked. Yeah, let us close all the tabs and trust. Yeah, I trust. Close this as well as of now and open VS Code. So close this. Yeah. So see, these all are the things we have installed, like is installed after that particular command. And this is the node module which will consist of all the packages that are required to run the Angular application. So we need node modules. This is very important. And then we have source. Inside this folder, we have index.html. This is the landing page of the application. Here, first index.html, this is just simple HTML formatted document. And inside that, if you can see, this is something different. This tag, this is app root. So this is the Angular part of the application. When index.html get invoked, this is same normal HTML, but this inside this body, this is the part of Angular thing, and this is where Angular is getting invoked. So app.root is nothing but a selector. If I can show you inside app.module.ts, here, no, not here, sorry, app component.ts, here you can see the selector as app root. So this selector get hit, and inside the selector there is app component.html. So when this index.html is getting hit for the first time, when the application is loaded, then inside the body this selector get hit, and this selector will eventually add this HTML contents in the page. So uh, this is the inbuilt, they have given the Angular HTML part. So let us first run the application once. So for that I need to go to terminal, create a new terminal. Okay, so the terminal is loaded. Now I have to write a command, that is ngs, hit enter. Okay, so it is compiled successfully. Now we got this link in the browser, and I have to open this, go to, hit enter. So see, my application name is coming, employee app UI, and see, it is saying that employee app UI is running, and here are some Angular CLI documents, material and all, logs and all. So this is the application. Now let us go to this and change it. Let's change it to my first, or I can give paragraph tag, or let's say h1 tag. It's saying my first Angular application, and I hit save button. It will compiled again, and it compiled successfully. If I go to the browser, it's saying my first Angular application. So I need to change everything, whatever our application is intending to do. I need to do it here. So let me remove this, Control Z, and let us get back to this and remove everything. Expect this router outlet, we need it later on. So I'll not remove that. I'll remove remaining things. And here now go to index.html and change app employee app. It's, the name is not good here. I will change it to employee details. No, employee UI. That would be good only. Employee app, whatever it is good. Okay, let's not waste time here. Let's save it, and now if when I am here in this page, let's add some links over here. It's just some simple bootstrap links. So I'll type bootstrap 5 CDN, and I'll get here. Inside this, let me go below a little. Yeah, CSS for bootstrap. I'll copy this Go to my application, paste it. Now the next one is, let me go, and for JavaScript, I'll go for the bundle one, copy this and paste it. I'll hit enter. It compiled again. Every time you save anything, it will compile and redirect you to this application and it will be refreshed again. So yeah, let us add one navigation bar. How would I get it? I get it from this. Just type it nav bar. Yep. And scroll little. This nav bar I don't want right at this time. This one as well. This one as well. And mhm. This can be workable. Yeah, this thing I need. So I'll copy this and I'll go to my application, and here in the app component.html I'll put this here, and let me change it to employee app. Then I don't need so many things here. Okay, this I'll change it to employee app, and now I'll go and remove all the li tags except one, so I don't need much more things here. I'll remove this disabled as well, and here let us add the name as employees. Okay, that is done. And this is not a container fluid. I'll remove it. It will be a normal container. So I'll save it and let's see where is the application. Yeah, see, employee app, employee. Let's get back to the VS Code again. And change this nav part to dark, and that's as well dark, and save it again. Let's see if it is, yeah, it is looking good now. uh, there's a lot of cosmetic changes we need to do for other application. That's it. Now let us, now let's go to the application, close all these tags, this as well. Yeah. Now go to app and create a new folder. The name of the folder would be components, and inside components I need to create one another folder that is employees. That is also done. Now inside employees I need to create one file, or I will not create a file, I will just go to my PowerShell, or yeah, here. Now here I'll copy this path, let's say copy control D. So I'm inside components, I'm inside SRC app components and employees. So here I have to run another command, that is ngGC, that is global. This is C for component, and then the name of the component, that is employee list. So I'll create one component. The name of the component will be employee list, and hit enter. So yeah, it created me four files. One is PS file, TypeScript file. One is this HTML file says employee list works. Okay, fine. Now I'll go to app module. So here in this app dot module, I need to add one more module, that is router module, that will help me to route from one page to another page. And yeah, this is the name, router module. Now I have to import it in the import section, and this is done. So I'll go to app routing dot module. Here I need to add this constant routes. I need to add some routes over here, the path and the destinations. Like the path would be this nothing. If the path is nothing, if the path is nothing, the component need to be hit is employee list component. If the path is nothing, then the component need to be hit is employee list component. And if I hit save and I go here, that means see employee list is coming here. If I let's say where should I go, uh, see, if I remove this thing and save this, if I go here, see, when I hit employee app, nothing is coming. So it is not routing to that particular module, to the particular component. Sorry, not the module, the component. So I'll control Z this, and so when path is nothing, that means the home page. I can say the path is nothing. Then the component need to be hit is employee list, and if you hit save again, you will come and see the employee list works here. So now if I go and if I go here, sorry, here, and add a comma and add another path, and the path should be slash employees, okay, comma, and the component that also should be employee list component. So hit save, go to the UI. Okay, it is not working. So I go here, come to this, and in the href of employee, I'll use employees. Okay, that is work. Well, that might work. And now I go to app routing and remove this slash and hit save. Let's see if it is working or not. Yeah. So when there is nothing, then employee list works. This thing showing, and when we hit this, so see the URL slash employees, and this also coming as employee list works. So these two uh, routing is perfectly working. So now let's change this employee list works, and let us use one table for that. So employee list table I'll use. Acha, we can also add this href is also working, but we can also do one thing. We can remove this href and we can use router link for that as well. And here I don't need to use the slash. If I hit save and I go to the application, it also working. So this is the better approach, router link instead of href. And now let us go to the employee list component, and here I need to add implement on init, yeah, and inside that on ng on init and a constructor. Okay, so So this is quite done, but I need one more thing, that is our model. So model is nothing but the properties of employee. Whichever properties, the employee will have an ID, employee will have salary, name, designation, address proof, phone number, and many more if you want to add. But yeah, these all the main things the employee need. So I need to add these properties, and I should use a model for that. So I'll create a new folder, and name of the folder would be model, and inside that models I need to add a file. The file name should be employee dash model dot ts. So this should be a ts file, the TypeScript file, and here I need to sorry, export interface employee. This will be an interface type, and the property should be name, which is a string type, then it would be a semicolon, then ID. Oh, ID should be the first part before name. This should be ID. ID should be also a string type. Then I need a phone number. It is a number type, that means integer. Then I need a salary. This is also a number type. Then I need designation. This is the string type. Email. It's a string type. And that's it. Name, phone number, designation, salary, email. Okay. So my property is done. So let me close this and go to employee list.component, and here before the constructor I need to create a variable that is employee, and the variable is employee type, which is an array of employee, and I'll initialize it with null values like empty array. And here in ng on init, this employee property get pushed um, so push with null value. Instead of that, I can use the employee details like ID as, let's say, 00. This, I will use a GUID for the ID purpose. So this is the demo one. ID, then name, and this single quote, not the double quote. Okay, and this would be inside a, okay, so name would be, let's say, Preetham. Email would be p@gmail.com. Phone would be 000 000. Okay, and then salary would be something, a six figure, 16 lakhs, and that would be IT admin, let's say. Okay, salary is not, phone number is a number, so I cannot use this. Okay, fine. So this is the first data. Then this is the next one. Let's say Ronnie R, and remaining the same. So yeah, these two are the data I have added, the dummy data, because I don't have a backend as of now. I'll create it later. So I'll close this. Okay. And let go for div, and here class should be a container, and then the margin y would be 5. Let us give this. Then h1 tag will have employee as a name, and this h1 tag also would be class of margin root 3. And then I have table. So my table row would be table head. How many table head I need? I'll need around, is it close unnecessary things? Close it. Okay. So how many? Where is the model? Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six number of items. So I'll go to this. So C, two, three, four, five, six. And inside that, one is ID, one is name, one is email, designation, salary, phone number. So my table is done, and that should be inside. Let me cut it. P head. Okay. So after my P head, the P body would be PR, then PD. So see, one, two, three, four, five, six. Six TDs would be there. Then we need to go for the for loop in TypeScript. So we need a for loop for this. So we need a for loop for this. So here I need to type ng for, and inside the for loop, the command is let. L should be capital. Let emp of employee. Let emp of employee. Okay, let keyword would be small. Mm, properties employees does not contain in employee list. Do you mean employee? Yeah, I think I have made mistake as employees. It is employee. And now here inside this, I need to pass the value for the for loop with a double quote, double parenthesis inside that emp dot id, and let me copy the whole thing and paste, 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 and the last one. Then change it to first is id, then the name, then the next one is email, email. Next one is designation. Next one is salary and the phone number. So I have added one more TD. Remove this. And now let me go to the verb. Here the table should be the uh, class type of table. Then here it should be ng if employee and employee dot length greater than 0. If there is a value of employee, then this table should get hit. Else, PR, okay, that is fine. Else, I should get hit this a paragraph tag, and this paragraph tag holds ng if that is nothing but if employee is null, and or if employee is null, or let's say employee length is less than 0. Emp length, okay, emp employee dot length less than equal to 0. So my answer should be no employee found. So that is it. So now if I go and see this ID and employee is coming with the value. If I go to employees, it is coming. If I go to employee app, the home page is showing. Now if I remove to show this thing, now if I remove, where should I go? This TS file, and remove this, save this, and go to here. See, no employee found is showing. So my if else statement is also working fine. Oops. Uh, yeah. Hmm. So that is it. My data is coming. So in the next video, we will create a backend application that will have some APIs, and we have to call the APIs in the Angular to get the data here, and we will remove this dummy data and perform a CRUD operations. So stay tuned and watch the next video for the next part of this application. Thank you guys. Chalo, bye.